Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you found anything strange lately?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
You are also daydreaming.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Yeah, when you first start Genshin, there's like a I don't know what is that character, like what is she supposed to be, but she kind of like resembles Paimon a little bit. Yeah, unknown goddess. Maybe it's Paimon. Hold on, I dropped something on the floor. Remember what he said just now? No one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
My theory is that Paimon knows the Abyss sibling. Like, in this case, like, since I picked Lumine, Paimon knows Eater. Eater asked Paimon to be in the same place as Lumine because it would be seen as fate that they meet and go journal in their journey together, because like that way the Abyss would still have a way to track the traveler, because like it is just too much of a coincidence that wherever we go and whatever we do, you know, because like sometimes if you pay attention to how she talks whenever like we talk about not being able to meet our sibling, Paimon usually like just dismisses it. And I know that a lot of people see these as Paimon is just being Paimon, but when I saw it for the first time, I thought,
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation. What about Paimon still moving during the menu? I would say it's just an animation of her moving. We actually did run into a situation, but I'm not sure if it's related to your divination.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
I mean, why are you doing this then?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Yes.
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I mean, it's happening now.
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
No, I did not watch the Lantern Ride cutscene. Not yet.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Let's try talking to Dia.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real Dunyarzad.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Let's go. Oh, there's Dia. Oh, there's Dia in Dunyarzad.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
A gang of kidnappers had just ambushed you. You just defeated a gang of kidnappers.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Oh god. Dia's Claymore?
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
How do I know? Okay, you know, Dia's Claymore.
Tell her, traveler.
You got injured because you are not used to your current great sword. You sold your great sword to support the festival.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
You explain everything to Dia?
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Yeah, I got it right. Haven't you noticed something off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual, uninterested in anything, and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
But
At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
come with me, I'll show you some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Okay. Wait, is Nahida going to be able to talk to Dia? Yeah, I hope that the Fontaine storyline will be great, to be honest. Have high expectations.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
You expect a solid 5'10"?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Oh, she can't see.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wait, she can see? You can see her?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
How did she...
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
You begin discussing the issue with Dia, who finally
So,
understands
you
the
think the
situation.
sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zeru's festival as a sick joke.
Oh my god, if they are doing it, oh my god, that would be so terrible, dude. They wouldn't do that. That would be so disgusting.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
So it's her gnosis.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most information in the Akasha comes from Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Oh. Huh?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Oh, I canceled it. Okay. I was confused.
Okay, Nahida said, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Okay. People from Sumeru do not
People
dream.
in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. That doesn't... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
I'm confused. Is this?
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling
Wait, that
unusually
was the
heavy.
right thingy? Don't read what?
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price."
Who is this spoiling? Who is this spoiling? Who is this spoiling? Exactly, or you will be banned. You already were in this case, but anyway, we continue.
Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how would it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
What kind of logic is that?
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
Nahida is a nerd. She's a big nerd as well.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Somehow I don't think it will be that simple.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Everyone removes their Akasha terminals. Let's go.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also not know there's something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there's always the sound of a beep. Oh, that's true. I feel like at the end of every day, there's always the sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
Yep.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Yeah, and we hear also someone talking. I heard the same sound in Port Ormos.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Did they put something on our brains? Oh, here's the beep again.
Traveler, did you hear that?
Yeah,
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep.
Is this
but
green?
It sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
They...
runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties. But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Are they experimenting on us? I need to kick him. I am pretty sure this is Azar. We're back again. We're back again.
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Oh god, at the end of last night.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We've been implanted with another form of the terminal. We fail at severing our connections with them?
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle.
This...
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
Don't say that.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Alright.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Oh, brother, we go again. There we go again.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dia?
Oh, she didn't
What's
get
wrong?
hurt.
Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Oh my god, wait, they might have noticed that we discovered about the Akasha and they're changing things now.
You didn't get hurt this time.
What the hell?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Don't tell me she did not sell her claymore. Aren't you still getting used to your new great sword?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
That's the same.
Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle, did anything feel strange?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That makes a little bit of sense.
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our Akasha terminals? Well, our Akasha terminals is back on our ears. This has never happened before.
Yeah. Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
It's...
Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
No, I think we're still in the loop. We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
We've been in a loop for 1 hour and a half, by the way.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Okay, we did all of that again. Azar, this bish.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
So we're gonna get into the time loop again.
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow.
That's true.
How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Oh my god! Your anxiety dookie?
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
We heard her.
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a Dook-dook. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
Dook-dook?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Paimon, it's just a Dook-dook. Why are you so scared of? It's just a Dook-dook. We're going to go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
You're using that now?
Let's go back to our room.
Oh, here's... Oh my god, we're back. We're back. We're back. Be right back. Need to Dook-dook.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Oh, so they're trying to sacrifice us. Wait, so we're gonna time loop again?
We're still in the same day.
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought. We're gonna go into the second hour of time loop.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Wait, I mean, we're in a different place though.
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Okay.
Paimon thought the Dook-dook did that!
The
Whatever.
Dook-dook?
Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Did you Dook-dook, Paimon? Is that what you're saying? Like, why are you announcing that to everybody?
Of course. In the time we've been together, You two have been everything to me.
So cute.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
So sad.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
I am not built for anything slightly emotional, okay? I am not built for this. I'm not built for this. So can we stop? Can we stop? Let's go back to talking about Dook-dook. The time loop theory is incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Because it was wrong. Dia's fighting skills have been improving. Dunyarzad's illness has also gotten worse.
Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
Yes, because it's a time loop.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
I don't know. The Akasha song?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
The information on the Akasha.
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Oh, sorry, I skipped. Oops. The Akasha song?
That doesn't sound...
Okay.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Okay,
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
So... Memories are deleted every day.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Okay. Did I get it right? We aren't in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories.
How does that work?
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zeru's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
I see.
A brilliant deduction.
She's so cute.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
You usually click around until you get it. That's what I was doing.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night.
Right.
You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
Still the wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Ah!
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Okay. Here we go again. For like the... I think this is like 50 times already or something like that. But here we go.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
Here we go again.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
A point that was made in chat about if she was getting hurt over and over on the same part of the arm, why on the next day her arm was better. if they were just erasing her memories instead of like erasing, you know, like a time loop. If it's a time loop, you would reset to your previous day, right? But if it is like just resetting your memory, your body would still have the same. Like if you got hurt somewhere.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
It's like the one JoJo villain.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Let's just get straight to the point.
Oh, that works.
You suddenly become proficient with your greatsword because we've lived through the same day many times already, and our memories of the day are erased every night. I don't know.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Girl.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Makes sense, right?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate?
See, it is a time loop.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
If the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything!
But...
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
But they would have to give the money, like the exact same amount of money to everybody that they had on a day prior. Do they have that much free time?
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
What is the proof?
You have proof? Where?
You know, what could prove if they are on a time loop or if they are just reliving the same day over and over? It's just they could put a piece of paper on their pocket, write something on that piece of paper, and then if the piece of paper is not there, it means that you're going back to the previous day. But if the piece of paper is still there, it means that you are still passing through the days, but you are just getting your memory reset. Wouldn't that make sense? Like, you just put a piece of paper there. If it disappears, it's a time loop. If it doesn't, someone is manipulating your memory. But what if they take the paper? But then, how would they know if they would take the paper? Because, like, let's say you don't say anything about it. You just write the paper and put it in your pocket. You don't tell anybody. Just your thoughts. Unless they are reading your thoughts, which I don't think they are. They are just listening to what you're saying. So if you just put the paper on your pocket, they won't know.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer.
They would just assume that you are gonna continue on the time loop because you don't realize that you are in a time loop. So if you don't say anything, you can still put the paper there.
Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well.
Listen.
I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
All right. Let's go.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time.
Thank you for the
2
follow.
days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Just video blog everything and put it on YouTube, but then they would delete the YouTube video. That's easier to just delete than, you know, like them knowing that you're gonna put a piece of paper in your pocket when they're not looking.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What a...
See those marks on the dummy?
Paimon.
Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's why I think it's a time loop.
That's true, but what if they did?
That would be too much.
And the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Yes.
I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Yeah, she is absolutely right.
Is it really impossible?
It is.
What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
That makes sense. It seems we'll have to abandon this theory. So it's not them erasing our memory. It is a time loop then.
Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
Brain exercise? It's not TCG?
Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Okay. Alright.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in the real world? Wait, are we in like a simulated universe? What if they capture us and put us somewhere and they are testing us in that place and we just don't realize because it's just our minds? I'm sorry, I just like to make theories, okay?
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
I suddenly realized that something... Yeah, like I'm saying, like what if they took our body, like our real body, to experiment on us? Or maybe they connected our brain to Irminsul, and what we are experiencing is something related to Irminsul because Nahida is there, and this is not the real Nahida. Because when we saw her, she disappeared. Like she was not like in a physical form, right? Like she disappeared suddenly. Fun to see me guess. I'm just like, I'm just so confused.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city? See?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution. Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city.
Evolving to Gordon Ramsay. If we can't leave, it means that we are in a simulated universe.
Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
It is really strange. You should have thought of this a long time ago.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
You need to do your simulated universe? Yeah, me too. Oh my god, did you guys see? Like, Dunyarzad was standing up. It's still cooking. I'm sorry.
We're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
It did.
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Are we in a dream? In someone's dream? Because that could also explain, because like people from Sumeru cannot dream. This is so confusing. Have you ever tried leaving the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
So we thought about it.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
That does not make sense, Nahida.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
How soon yell about where's the lamb sauce?
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key?
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Wait.
Our memories are back!
Okay. Let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Wait, Paimon remembered everything?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
From who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
What is going on? This is my own voice?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Okay, we're trying to leave the city.
Okay, let's go.
My god, the empty illusions of the Sub-Zero's festival. What is happening? This is the paper on my pocket that I wanted. Ooh. Okay. It's getting pretty interesting. First we're gonna loot though, because, you know, artifact fodder.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't... what?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
Oh my god, he's so rude.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Look at the dog in the back.
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either.
Sorry, you should not be irritated with people trying to learn what is going on.
We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Of course, the Academia would not share their plans with a pawn. So the Academia does not trust you at all?
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
You can still leave, sir. You can still go.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once.
Why don't we teleport?
This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here?
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories. We need someone to stay and witness events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Paimon definitely changes a lot for the Sumeru quest, huh? Don't worry, Paimon, if we live together, it's just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful.
Why didn't I try to teleport? Yeah, why didn't I try to teleport? Can I teleport?
Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today. What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
Oh, what was happening to us in this
I
time?
waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
I feel so bad for her. What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
True.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Oh, thought I don't remember doing any of this. Sorry, Paimon.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
She was being reset in the simulated universe.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Okay. Paimon describes your plan from yesterday.
I see.
Oh god.
Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
We are inside a computer! You sure that's what you saw? You were not zoning out anything? Hello, how are you doing?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
The popping is crazy. Yes, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
Everything is a lie. Everything. Tivat is a lie. The world is a lie. The sky is a lie. The sea is a lie. Everything is a lie. Everything. So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City, they're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
So the deja vu was a glitch in the Matrix, apparently.
But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
If our memories will be erased, how can we leave behind something other than memories? The fucking paper! The fucking paper on the pocket! The paper on the pocket! Why didn't you think of that? I thought of that like on day 40, okay?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
I am a genius. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Okay.
Yep, now we're talking.
So how are we gonna pass the message? The paper on the pocket, right? We put a paper on Dunyarzad pocket. Oh, and Nahida is not coming back. So this time it was Nahida not coming back?
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
But if we disappeared...
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon. Hello, how are you doing?
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler.
Okay.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
So the message was what I left for myself when I left the city?
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Thank you for the posture check.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
I still don't understand anything. Okay?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
What is the academia trying to achieve? Because I don't why would they want people to be in a time loop or like relive the same day over and over?
I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights.
Looking some more?
All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
It's truly a JoJo reference, yes. They even now have like JoJo voice actors in Japanese for Fontaine characters. Ryosley, I think Ryosley is JoJo. Like he is literally voiced by the guy that voiced JoJo. Yes, he voiced Jotaro.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls.
Maybe it was not Sumeru City space. Maybe it is truly a simulated universe. I am gonna die on this hill.
But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
Because it's probably
That's
rendered.
unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
Okay.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky.
What?
And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
They're actually?
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
They're Dook-dooks. Spaces without human presence?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Maybe that's it? No?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Okay, but that does not really add much information.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day.
Now y'all reaching too much. Like, now we're going into the territory of, like, reaching. You know? Like, not arm's reach anymore. It's just, like, trying to, like, really, really reach.
Later on,
okay?
Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Hmm.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret, huh? Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going?
Like musical chairs with blood. Oh wow. Hunger Games with musical chairs. We need Hunger Games in Genshin. Maybe like in one of the end areas, like we could get Hunger Games in Snezhnaya. They put all of us in the Hunger Games. Well,